Hey guys, what is going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to the episode of Cards and Castles Ranked with Red. Today we are going to be taking the Undead Forest deck list and ranking it up to see where it places. I don't know why I said ranking it up, because we haven't actually placed it yet. But we are going to rank it, see where it falls for the season. It is modified to be a bit more, consistent than what you guys last saw when I did an Undead Forest video, when I introduced the deck to you the first time. I did make some modifications, and I think this one should be a bit more interesting, a bit more consistent, but we'll find out how that plays out in the games following. Quick disclaimer though, I do want to mention that we are only doing 4 matches rather than the normal 5, due to a issue that happened. I was trying to do a bit of a stream essay. Some of you might have seen that pop up. I know I had some viewers for that, but technical issues kind of forced us to shut down the stream very soon. Almost immediately as it happened, we were getting stream errors and things like that, so we unfortunately couldn't proceed with the stream. I did try to get like one match in, and unfortunately that match kind of got cut out, and that match was the first placement for the Undead Forest list. So we are currently sitting at a 1-0 with the deck. We'll see if I can bring that record up to 5-0, hopefully, with this list, and see what happens with the deck. But there's only really one way to find out if that's going to be true, and that's actually playing the game. So let's go ahead and get right started. Get started. Let's go ahead and just jump into match number 1. I'll fix my English later. Alright, so, Fenrir Rakanoth. I don't need you guys yet, so away you go. Lumberjack, Bestial Rage, Blacksmith. I probably would have preferred a different card than Bestial Rage, but hey, we can't really be picky at this time. We're going up against Crusader Warlock, so... Thoughts do point to Last Will, but we're not sure. We're just going to have to play and find out. Hoping I draw maybe a Flame Prince so we can... Okay, nope. Dragon's Fire, though, is a nifty little hold, especially considering the fact that we might have a lot of small units to kill, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Cleric going to be coming out. Let me go ahead and get our Banshee going. Hopefully we can hold off the Blacksmith for a bit more of a clean kill. Yep, and we are going to get that. Unless I can draw an Armory, in which case it's going to be an even better scenario for us. Although he is doing a bit of rushing himself right here with this Guardian. We're going to trade that away. Dragon's Horde could be useful for an early Rakanoth, but we don't really have the, of course, Rakanoth to use it with. That is indeed a combination of cards. I'm going to have to throw out this Fenrir. I have 2, so I'm not really devastated about doing that. He did get a little extra damage on us early on, so that's a little bit of an issue. But what he tells me with Stables is that this is probably going to be a more Knight-dedicated deck, rather than a Last Will deck that I was afraid of. So, ooh, alright, I can get some... Yeah, I can get some decent value here off of this play. So, Flame Prince, Armory, survives the Lumberjack trade, comes in, kills a Knight of Flowers as well, and we'll put this Flame Prince up a little bit further to see if I can tempt anything else out. Stables will give me a slight issue with armor, but right now we're seeing some pretty smaller Knights, and Divine Knowledge, definitely not what he's looking for at this hour. Questing Knight, not a bad pickup indeed. Plus Heavenly Shield. Alright, interesting. You see, that could coin him out into... Doesn't really give us enough now, does it? No. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what kind of turn we're in store for. I can't get rid of this Questing Knight, and right now we're in a perfect gold range for him to play Luminaris. So, obviously the smart place to play Luminaris would probably be below this Door Knight, Blue Firebolt tells me he does not have the Luminaris. Reinforce onto his own castle. Alright, that's fair. Followed by an Earth Knight, and then he will chip away at this big guy a little bit. And yeah, I wouldn't say that's a bad turn for him. Not a bad one at all. Alrighty. Let me go ahead, get Blacksmith. Actually, let's get Horseman first, see where that hits. Alright, then I could probably get Blacksmith out again, right? Yeah, and then you could probably hit here. So that way we have a better trade with this Earth Knight down here. And that'll be our turn. And we have another Keeper of the Doorway, plus Bestial Rage at that, so interesting. We are still pretty much low in terms of HP, though. Problem with this deck, again, no heals to rely on, so every bit of damage you take is going to play into the game. Quest for the Holy Grail. Not something I see super often, but well, that is indeed a card option. Let's do this. We'll bop you. We'll bop. Oh, hold on. I have an even better idea. We'll bop you. And we'll bop you. And then throw a Banshee back here, just in case he has a Swordsman that cleaves and connects to the Banshee. Because right now we do have Rakanoth, and that will be big for us. Big, big Rakanoth. Oh, now this Dragon's Horde's like, you know, not doing too much, but hey, y'all can't be winners. Another Questing Knight to give me another Undead unit, I will certainly take it. Another Horseman. And Church, even though he doesn't have anything really to heal on this board. That does allow me, though, to get some Headless Horseman out on the field, which will completely annihilate that stables. So cheers. We'll do that. And then I guess I continue to do a Dragon's Horde for a potential Bestial Raging Rakanoth. That'll be fun to see. At this point, his Knights aren't going to get any sort of extra buff, so alright. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead, summon out Rakanoth then. We will get our Rakanoth going. And I guess we can do this, right? I can hit you here. I'll give him the 2 cards out of this. But I want to see what kind of spell I can get. That doesn't end the game, does it? 6. We hit you from here. He comes up. 5. Okay, no. Not a game ender yet. We're pretty close. I would say that was a big turn for us. Clearing out a lot of what he's got on the board. Alright, Dragon's Fire. Cool, glad to see you here. He's going to take a chill turn, so we might as well do the same here with a Ranger and Call for Aid play. I don't know if he's got the resources to take out this Call for Aid, but at this point, the game should be over, because if he decides to body block, he needs at least 2 units, given the fact that I have Fear in my hand. We see a Cleric go down, alright, plus Joan-Viet, which I assume is going to block, yep, right there. Alrighty. Alright, now what I'm looking for. Interesting. Alright, let me go ahead, hit you. Summon out another one. And then I could get Fenrir out as well. I don't see why not. I'll get a little castle here with the Cleric, and that's fine. But now he's got double the Rangers and a Joan-Viet, which doesn't really have a strong attack power. Horseman, going to clip the Fenrir, which I think is the least important target for him to be hitting right now with that. But that does mean that first Ranger is dying. So how is he going to play this? At this point, we kind of win with the Dragon's Fire, Defective Flame Cannon. So, alright, Lumberjack going out. He needs to draw a cycle. That's fine. Knight. Alright, so he completely protects that Joan-Viet, which is good. He needs to do that. And I, unfortunately, can't fear him away. So I think what we're gonna do is this. We'll do that. We'll at least get rid of one of his strong body blockers in Genevieve, and hopefully we can end this off with a double defective. I started with my voice there for a minute. Alright. Big boy Arbiter return. Not what I wanted to see. Arcanon, questionable for you to come out at this point, but hey, the more the merrier. Gonna drop the call for aid, play the Ranger. I don't want to play Arcanon purely because he can mess up our defective flame cannons, and that would pretty much be the end of us, so let's not do that. Yeah, if a Ranger hits, it's game over. Cleric gonna come out now. Yeah, no, you should have traded with the Ranger. That way you would have guaranteed yourself castle heal. So I don't think that's what he was going for. Plea on those two, yep, that's fine. Heavenly Shield, just some more armor stuff, but that's essentially game over. Yeah, we're gonna throw down an armory right now, pretty much clear up the game. And yeah, that brings us to 2-0 with this deck. Not a bad start, or at least for the video. Night deck's interesting to see. A lot of little armor shenanigans in there, but yeah, I think the Rakanoth was a big play for us, and the fact that we kind of sniped off his stables without actually getting to the other side of the map was another important factor. But hey, match number 1, or technically 2, with this whole weird placement things in the book. So let's go ahead, move on to the next match, and see how we do. Alrighty, and speaking of how are we doing, gonna swap out the Bestial Rage. I don't think it's important to necessarily have that in our hand right away. Fenrir, Flame Prince, Unholy Altar, and the Beastmaster. Alright, I'm not hating this setup. I'm not hating it whatsoever. We'll throw a Flame Prince up here, start to get a little buffs going, although Incinerate exists as a card. Can't really doubt you there. Alright, let me see if I can tempt another Incinerate from the deck. This time we'll go right here. Alrighty. Metal into Barbarian. I mean, yeah, that's a combination he could play. I'm going to throw out an Unholy Altar, though, and see where that gets him. And then I'm going to leave my Lumberjack there. He can take the trade if he wants to, I don't mind. I could be looking for an Armory here, though. That'll be good for us. Alright, he bolts away my Unholy Altar. It's fine, I'm diverting the burns. Not really too big of an issue there. Let me go ahead and summon the Beastmaster, I guess. That's something we can do, right? And then we could do that. He gets a little extra power, I guess you can say, and then do this. If he burns the Beastmaster, he's not going to get much out of it. I have a weakened bear on the field that he's going to kill off with that. Alright, using the bolt on the Flame Prince. That's smart. Definitely smart there, because now I can't really play any of my Fenrirs to my advantage. So, let's go ahead and move up Banshee, Bear, and the Beastmaster. Yeah, this is definitely the hand I want to see right now. I'm carrying 3 Fenrirs. Sign the Beastmaster. Okay. Not really the target I was going for, but you know that's something that could happen. Ay. I'm gonna have to throw the Trent down. I want to keep up the pressure, so I'm gonna have to throw out this Trent. I can't throw Fenrir because of this Beastmaster. If he dies, Fenrir will follow. So not having that yet. All right. Interesting there. Little Minotaur action. I can respect that. But now I could finally start placing down some Fenrirs to my advantage. And we'll see what kind of answer he has to these bad boys. Because I don't have just one, buddy. I have 3. So if you take out all 3 Fenrirs with the cards you're dealing with, then you're looking A-okay for the rest of this game. I mean, I shouldn't really be tempting him. We're in the later ends of this match here, so things like Rangers can come up. Shamans can come up, apparently. Is that all he's got, though? He's got to have another. Okay, he's got 2 Shamans. Props to him for the 2 Shamans. Alright. I could probably... Ooh, that's deadly. I could probably do this, then. Without much worry. Because we won't even lose that Fenrir, and then we can just throw out the Darkbender as well. And I still have a lot of burns in case something bigger comes up. But honestly, if he doesn't have a direct burn for that Fenrir, things are going to look nasty for his castle. I mean, at least get rid of this Fenrir. That's all I'm saying. That the 9-1 at least. He's got to be able to get rid of that. Yep. Banshee. Beautiful. That'll do the job. And get you a spell. That will be minor upgrade. Darkbender, not the card I would follow up with, though. That will be easy Fenrir food for me. I don't know. Okay, minor upgrade, yeah. Wants to protect it as much as he can. But no, let's go ahead, throw out our third Fenrir of this matchup. Yup. And then we'll bring out the Banshee of our own. We'll hold back our Darkbender for now. No reason to send him up into the fray just yet. Yeah, if Darkbender was his only sort of defensive card. Okay, Rune Warrior, never mind. That's going to clean up our second Fenrir. Not bad. But now we're in game over territory here. Like, he's got to throw out something that has more than 6 HP to block for both of these units. Or unless he can remove one directly. Or freeze one. We are working with Vikings here, so freezing is also an option. That would be great here. But what will we be? Furnace Knight will be the option. Actually, that's actually, okay, not gonna lie, that is interesting. But that does have... I could keep it there. To do damage to the cat. No, I want to get rid of it. Yeah, we'll just move in with that. Alright, Furnace Knight. I said he needed something more than 6 HP, and he had the Furnace Knight, which was 7, so... Yeah, no, that works for him. Rune Warrior gonna hit the Arcanon, which, you know, he wants that chain on Darkbender, but I'm still gonna get the lifesteal off. He's ignoring that Banshee up there, too, which might not be the smartest option, but you do you. Blue Fire onto the General himself, or not the General, the Lord of Chaos himself. Hello. And then he surrenders because he realizes Arcanon's random spells. Alright, fair enough. So that brings us at 3-0. That was a bit interesting. Triple Fenrir certainly showed its impact. I mean, I don't even know what to say. That was just an interesting Fenrir game towards the later half, towards the middle latter half of that. But we'll on to match number 4. See what we can find in our next match. Ooh, alright. Mordok, Arcanon, and the Bestial Rage we'll cast aside for now. I think this is a greed deck. I think Thorfinn's got himself a greed deck. Alright, so interesting game for match number 4. He'll start off with a Master Thief. I won't be able to really counter that too well, because I got the defective, but I'm not going to use it on a Master Thief, I'll tell you that much. Let's see if he goes down to School of Knowledge. Nope, Elvish Thief. Alright. Actually, this is going to be a good test for us. Let's coin out our Blacksmith to take out this Thief. We'll survive the trade. We'll see if he decides to take out the Blacksmith or continue to ram on Castle. Smarter move would be to continue to hit on Castle, forcing me to give him some extra gold, but we'll see what happens. And I'm trying to think, how can I work the rest of this matchup? It's going to be difficult. Because our turn 3 is going to have to result in either an Unholy Altar or Defective Flame Cannon. Yeah, I don't really want it to come to that. He could throw down School of Knowledge, but considering that I am running Warlocks, he is going to be pretty hesitant about doing that. I have Darkbender, which is a decent saving grace in this hand. It's going to give me some range protection. Alright, he's going to actually fall back, which actually works out well for us. Because now I could sit back for a turn and start generating some zombies here. And those are going to be hopefully useful to us. So yeah, I'll take the turn to set up an Unholy Altar. He'll take the turn to just draw. He'll pass, essentially, is what he tells me with that sort of fallback, which is fine. We don't all have the perfect starting hands, but interesting that he held back and decided not to do anything. Either his hand is looking pretty expensive, or, you know, he's just thinking it's not worth it to kind of run in the Thief just yet. Alright, and he's going to make a... Ooh, alright. He is going to make a push for that unholy altar. Alrighty. Alright, let's tempt fate here and see if he's got a murder or mercenary execution for our Darkbender here. I'll let him take the altar trade if he really wants it, but... Okay, he does have the execution, which is what I was worried about. So yeah, that turn's gonna go smoothly for him pretty well. And he's got 3 gold for next turn. I'm gonna tempt fate and see if he's got another one. I'll take the damage and see if he's got another execution. I don't expect him to have a second one for me, though. Unless he's carrying a murder, which would be fine. Mordok. Stellar maneuvers. Oh, alrighty. I could. You know, because I feel like it's gonna be pretty big value if I do this. Call for aid. Bestial Rage here. I'm not really worried about losing this Darkbender because I'm gonna take out a Mordok, potentially one that's gonna get a scope soon. I'll take that for sure. I'll take the Mordok removal now rather than have it hurt me later. And whenever he's gonna hit this Darkbender, potentially if he places this wrong or just places it up here to be a bit more aggressive, then alright, Thief. Alright, he's gonna have to take out. Ooh. That was not what he wanted to do there. Oh, this is gonna be dirty. Yeah, I'm doing that. I've got 4 Rangers here in my hand for this. Doesn't get any more interesting than that, folks. I'm thinking, what could he do here? Because Dino Rider, it is interesting. It is. Because it's not something I normally see in these decks, but it tells me he could be on the more Dino-ish side of Greed, or Dwarves, since we are, Mordok and Dino Rider are both considered Dino Dwarves. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what he got exactly. There's a School of Knowledge I thought he was going to bring out sooner or later. Armory. Yep. That's fine. We're going to do this. I'm going to pop the School of Knowledge because the school can do more for him in the long run rather than Armory. So, alright. We are in a pretty good place. I want to draw an Undead unit, though, soon for this Rakanoth. I don't know if he's got... Okay, another Dino Rider. So the Dino Rider's going to, help each other out here. I don't know if you can really do anything with that, though. 2 7/7s compared to my 8/8. Yep, there's a little defense there. Even with that, he's got to take out the Trent, or else 8 damage is definitely hitting his face this turn. Because my Flame Prince will get the additional 1/1. Yep, and then that means you're going to take 8 face damage, so... We'll do that. Yeah, he's realizing the mistake. And then we'll do that. Followed up with Flame Prince again. And that should be pretty much... I wouldn't say game yet, because he's got 3 cards and a Dino Rider out in the field, plus Armory. Armory is a big, big card, regardless of whatever deck you run, and he knows that, and I know that. So, again, we'll just have to see. Dread Pirate, oh. I mean, it does give him an extra chance to play a little something. Hand to the Saint, okay, that's fair. You have a second one, maybe? It'd be pretty funny if he does. Or, I mean, he's not going to play it now, but, always interesting to find out. We'll run that up, and I think we're just going to end off this game running 2 additional Northlands Rangers. And we'll push up the Flame Prince just because. Let's say hello. Swordsman, I don't think can do anything here. Yeah, he's throwing out the respect, so is this game. He's going to probably think it over. And there goes the surrender flag. So, Not bad. We're taking all of our matches so far 4-0. Let's hopefully end off with a 5-0 in this next match. And yeah, I guess yeah. We'll see how that goes. All right, for a 5-0 hand, that is not looking too strong. Let's cycle that out. I mean, it could be worse. I got the flame prince, I got the defective flame can, I got the unholy altar, so there's a nice 1, 2, 3 right there. Call for aid. I could do that. Oh. We'll think about it. Let's go ahead and pop the flame prince right up here. See if he's got anything. He is running Warlock Crusaders as well. I remember, who was it that we... It was either the first match or the second match on this video. I know we did face another Warlock Crusader today. And he's not having anything for us. Interesting. Let's on our altar to get some zombies generated. I'm okay with putting the altar up here, because our zombies are a bit slower than the rats, so having them up here gives them a little extra leverage, a little extra reach. There's a blue fire for us in response. Okay, I can feel the love there. I can feel the love coursing through my veins. We'll go in armory and start to chip off face a little bit here. Even if he's got a barbarian, the barbarian's not going to do a whole lot to us. And we can continue to chip face a little bit here. Blue fire was the first card he played, though. So, interesting. I'm thinking next turn we throw out the... Ooh. Actually, I'm having thoughts. Because we can do a Fenrir and then follow that up with the Injured Trent. But we could do the Beastmaster. There's a Pegacorn. Card I don't see very often. Interesting. Let's go ahead and tempt fate a little bit here. Lumberjack from the Metal of Bravery. See if he trades with us. Or if he decides to take face damage. That'll be interesting to see. We'll still get the draw regardless because Lumberjack will die. But playing the Call for Aid now does give us these Rangers to use for later. He retreats. Interesting. Oh, that's why. Keeper. Big old keeper the doorway. Interesting. Then let's go ahead and throw one of our Rangers at him. Obviously, I'm not going to defective that Pegacorn, since that Pegacorn does have a beautiful rainbow shield, which negates any sort of damage. Okay, are we gonna swap back and forth here? Question mark? I don't know. Because now he's throwing his Pegacorn out. Oh, I really need a Bestial Rage here. I would really appreciate a Bestial Rage. Or something like thrown up way too aggressively for me to bounce Fenrir off. Could do that too. But no, Bestial Rage would be something that I'm desperately looking for here. Be a beautiful way to just take out that Dark Bender instantly. Without worrying too much. I'd pretty much clear his board if I had a Bestial Rage. Alright, Guardian. Guardian's gonna chill out. Alright, Guardian, I can respect that. We're not gonna draw that. That's unfortunate. Let's see what he does here. We'll give him that. We'll move him. We'll move Flame Prince around a little bit here. That should end off our turn. I really needed that Bestial Rage, though. I mean, I still have a chance to draw it, so I'm not too upset about it. Sacred Quest. You don't have the... Alright, double draw off of that. The question is, who do you hit? Alright, yeah, you hit Ranger. That's fair. Alright, I still need that Bestial Rage anytime that you got it. That is one super Dark Bender. Neat. Flame Prince move back. Lumberjack move back. Ranger, you move up. And I think Banshee as well. We'll move him around there. We'll see. We'll see what we can tempt with that play. he'll have a double draw from Darkbender any moment. That's actually pretty smart. Having 2 Sacred Quests on that, I mean, it'd be great if you had like a rampage on that thing too. Essentially, that would be an unstoppable unit, but interesting. And the question is, what does he do here? Because I have this defective flame cannon, which, if I can play it correctly... Alright, well there goes my armory, which is rude. It doesn't really help your board too much now, no? Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Question is, can we pull it off, though? Alright, that is a lot of courthouses. Alrighty, hold on, let's do this. It's actually a pretty interesting way to protect your cards there, but damn. Go ahead and do that. And then I could... I don't know if I want to play it. You know what, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk playing him and then see where it goes. Keep him up here, keep you around here. Yeah. Let's see if he remembers that I'm keeping a Mystic Journey in hand. I mean, if he does play kill off the Beastmaster, then I'm safe to play Fenrir as well, so that's a big plus. That's a Mordok. That's a Mordok with a Flame Shield. Can't go around doing that, mate. Alright, he does get rid of that. Damn it. He does get that off. I'd trade Guardian at this point. You can protect your Keeper of the Doorway, unless you want the Undead unit that badly. Yeah. I mean, Guardian's fine, too. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do this, then. Do that. He can't... Oh, he can't hit there. Beautiful. Alright, cool. That's what we'll do. Alright, that should be the game. Maybe. I don't know. Inspire, gets a Sniper and a Scout. Sniper's not going to help him whatsoever here. He needs to burn off this Fenrir, I think, right? He's gotta. Well, I'm not really in a better position to make plays, to be honest. I could get rid of that, Actually, what can I do here? I don't know. Oh, save me, oh draw that exists, question mark. I don't know. Right now I have a lunging Darkbender that can snipe off 4, so... Alright, that's what I was worried about. Hands pretty much nearly ties this game up. That's debatable. That is indeed a debatable move. Well, let's go ahead and obviously bop a courthouse. Can I afford to give him 2 undead units? Actually, oh wait, no, I can do this. It's a waste of my Darkbender, but screw it. Because I need to get rid of some things on this board. So that goes without giving him a unit. I hit that. Archie comes out, which should make your spells a hell of a lot harder to play, and that's our turn. I had to think about that one for a minute, because we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I mean, I have a lot of things coming down his face, but the armory and courthouse definitely going to protect him a bit here. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully these trends can make something happen. All right, Scout gonna throw as a protection. Defective hitting our Arcanon General. All right, that's kind of scary. But now he needs to kind of block off face. Plays another Armory, which... I don't know if that's the play. Because now I can do this. Lumber comes up. Bring out a second Fenrir here. Archie does this. Hits this Trent. Trent number 2 chills up there. And we can bop you without really caring much because we have a second Fenrir. So I think this game is over. I don't think the defective flame cannon intended to hit that that Arcanon General. It would have been funny if it hit the castle, but yeah, that's gonna be the game. All right. So that brings the deck to a total of 5-0. Let's see here. Gonna throw quick pass you praise. 3K worthy. Yep, 31-36. Not bad for the Undead Forests. Definitely different than the first iteration, but I think this one's definitely a bit stronger. Even though we do lose a bit of that Undead theme with a couple of losses. I'll show you the deck list in a minute, and I'll kind of explain that more. But overall, 31-36 I don't think is a bad rank, especially for this deck. Does pretty well. And we can handle pretty well today, too, based on the gameplay. Alrighty, so before we close this video, I did want to show you guys the newer modified deck list for the Undead Forest. I mean, I tried to keep the theme of Undead Forest alive in the list. Meanwhile, trying to make it more consistent. Beastmaster, maxing that out, I think definitely helped. I mean, we do have some animal theme of the forest there. We have, we lost the Horseman for Darkbender, but overall Darkbender, I think, is a pretty much stronger Warlock card to be running right now, rather than the Horseman's, you know, RNG damage. And we can still get the Horseman from Keeper. I think if you, as long as you have Keeper, you can pretty much be lenient with how many Undead units that you're running, you know, in this kind of deck, or at least for the baseline of it. Because I mean, with things like Banshee, Horseman, Wraith, you can throw those in if you don't have the Keeper, and you'd be relying off of those for Rakanoth damage. But if you have the Keeper, you can pretty much assure yourself that, okay, I can hold on to this Undead card if I need it. That way I can throw out the Rakanoth when I need it the most, or when I draw Rakanoth, I can transition into him by throwing this Undead unit out now, etc., etc. Meanwhile, Rakanoth still, I think, a great addition to this deck. I feel like I want to play a bit more Rakanoth, you know, recently. So having him in this deck certainly fills that void, scratches that itch, if you will. And I think that's pretty much it. I think Flame Prince, another addition into the deck. I don't remember what I swapped out. I think I swapped out. I don't know. I didn't swap it. I don't know what I did, but I have Flame Prince in here now. Max out the Beastmaster I talked about already. Darkbender, I think I did. Swapped out for Horseman. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to give the video a like, share with it, and comment down below your thoughts on how you think the Undead Forest deck list did. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button below to show your support the channel and help us grow by clicking that subscribe button. No additional cost to you. We are approaching 500 subscribers. I believe we are only 9 away at the time of recording this. That could change, hopefully, maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do yet for 500, but all in due time, all in due time. So, with that being said, guys, until next time, stay gaming.